Hello. I am biding time until Secret of the Mimic comes out in a couple of weeks. So, for now, let's just play around in create mode. So this is actually on my original profile, not the one I did the Let's Play on. And I noticed when coming into this that I actually have 100% of all the items in this game on this profile. Which is funny, because in the Let's Play, that's like... Well, okay, I didn't play all the levels too, because I missed a key in, like, the wedding, I think. That's the key, it's the wedding. And someone told me where that key was, but I just never went and got that. But I aced all the levels, because I'm like, you know what? I might as well try. I might as well see if I could do it. So, like, I could have 100% if I tried, but I need to hypothetically smash these two save files together because I don't want to go through and ace them all on this profile, and I don't really want to go and find all 100% of the goodies on the other profile. So I'm choosing this profile just because it'll have more materials and stuff, and you know, example items. But yeah, I just thought I'd clarify that. And this is also the one that I played on that had the ramp saved, and I have no idea where I got the ramp from. And I absolutely have, like, zero answer for that still. Like, I have absolutely no idea at all. But anyway. I was gonna move the entrance. I guess I don't really need to. It'll be fine. So, first, let me get some music going. Because we can't just sit here and create mode silence for the entirety of the thing. Might be loud for a second, hang on. Yeah, that's a little loud. Hang on. Trying to find the right balance here. That should be good. Okay, and I'm gonna hit shuffle. I'm gonna hit repeat. There. So we're just gonna shuffle the Little Big Planet OST. I know that some of these songs do get copyright claims that don't seem to do anything. They just, like, at least on YouTube, it was just like, hey, the song is copyrighted. We're just gonna put in your description, like, what the song is. Like, oh, okay, that's fine. Except one of them actually did block where it could be viewed. I don't know if I want to say which song that was, because I like that song, and I don't want to be like, oh, this song, creator, shake your finger at them. Anyway, maybe that is still a little loud, but I'll be fine. So, what I want to do today is let's jump stuff off a ramp again, but let's build the ramp ourselves this time. Because last time, like I said, I don't know where I got this ramp from. My best guess is that I was playing online and someone else pulled out a ramp and they saved it as, or, well, they had it saved as an object, and then I copied it, because you can, I believe you can do that when you're in create mode and you're playing online. If you hit capture, it'll capture. So yeah, we got this ramp as a nice example ramp. But I feel like it's in the spirit of things if I build it myself. It's kind of bothering me that the checkpoint is there. Also, so I didn't have water before. I have water now. So, you know, let's have water. Let's have a base of water. Actually, no, that kind of makes something I wanted to do a little tough. We won't start with water, but okay, hang on. Here's what we'll do. I'll raise the water level by 2 ticks. Is that too much? That might be too much. Sploosh. Here goes the checkpoint. I was wondering if this playlist had Chrysalis of Eternity on it. It looks like it's shown up a little quiet, but that should be fine. Because I don't want to have to move the ramp when I do decide to add water, but I feel like, you know, whatever, it'll be fine. Oh, right, the other thing I wanted to do was background. Because, you know, it kind of helps to have a background so you know how far you're flying. You can see all the scenery pass. Let's do Metropolis. Why not? Who cares? It's a city flood. Okay. Also, I had it set to play. Like, let me pause. All right, I'll bring this back down. It's like it stepped on my patch. I'll bring it down. I'll bring it down. Okay, it's already back against the backmost layer. Yeah, unfortunately, checkpoints... Can I resize it? No, you can't resize it, and it's not... It doesn't fall in line with the grid. I care about grids. I like griddedness. And this not complying to the grid bothers me. Let's see. Right, I want material. I will make our land that we can... No, you know what? I was gonna do stone. How about I do a fancier looking stone? How about I make it look nice? Or I could go with the city theme and pull out like a... I was gonna say like do one of the Metropolis's materials, but deciding on this apparently. It looks cool. Okay, so up against the wall. Make this big. Is that dipping out of the water? I can't tell if that's out of the water. I think there, that should be out of the water. I don't know how much this I'm gonna need room for the ramp for. How much room the ramp is gonna need. Yeah, there we go. That looks nice. I like that. I mean, maybe not the choice of material, but it's fine. Okay, yeah, I guess it makes sense to start over here. And I want to make the base out of metal because I can. Engraved metal for the savannah. What do you look like? Huh, that's interesting. You can see there the material that I made our land out of. It's got that pattern that's supposed to like go along the edges, but it doesn't stretch. It doesn't account for it being more than one layer thick. That's an interesting looking material. Not quite what I had in mind. Metal skull plate. Oh yeah, from the weddings. Or nah. Wedding. Only the one wedding. I see some walls. And some ceilings. No wait! Just one ceiling. Barbed wire. I didn't know. It's like I was gonna give it a chance, but then it's like, oh wait. Barbed wire? No. This maybe. Dishwasher? Yes. I also don't know how steep I want the ramp because I made a practice ramp before. I'll full disclosure, I made a practice ramp before just to see if it would be an easy enough process. And it wasn't as steep as the ramp I have saved. So, yeah, I could do and that's also Metropolis. Nah. Maybe I'll just do like a wood lattice, like the saved ramp. Because I don't want the main ramp being made, like, the part we actually go along being made out of metal. Well, maybe. I don't know. But the base, I thought it would make sense if it's made out of metal. But then I also don't want this big wall of just one texture. I see, this is why this stream is going to be several hours long. It's just sitting here just like, but does it look good? See, like that. But you can see it's actually, it's not diagonal. And I don't know how to make it diagonal. If I want to stick to my grid, I don't know how I can make this diagonal. I think... No, I was going to say, if I make, say, if I take one of these shapes, maybe a triangle might work. Kind of works. Well, it was working for a moment, and then I moved it. Excuse me. What if this shape? A pentagon? No. Does my save ramp not use it? See, it annoys me that the struts in the preview picture are angled, and then they're not when you actually use it. Like, look at this ramp. It's angled. How did they do it? Now, what I could do is I could just turn the grid off over here and then rotate it freely. But I don't like that because there's no rotation snap. I think Little Big Planet 2 introduced rotation snap, but this game does not have it. Yeah, there's only grid, view, and there's about my level, change the play mode, save, return to pod, friends. Yeah, this general menu stuff. I think what I could do is play the Canyons music. Sorry, I scratched my nose. So what I could do is I could actually, why am I forgetting what I'm doing? So if I, like, take this, I delete that. And then, okay, well, the grid will not let me do this, but if I turn the grid off, that's not how you do that. There. So now it's flush with this surface. And if I resize it, now it's snapping to the grid properly. And if I do this, cut the top off, there you go. Square. I wanted to say work smarter, not harder, but I don't know that that was smarter. But it worked. In Little Big Planet 2, they add a tool that lets you shift the pattern of a material around. So I could have just done it with that. It still would not grid snap, but it would have been a way. Sorry, scratching my nose again, jeez. So now I just still gotta go through these materials and like and figure out like which do I want to use. So there's leather struts. That's what I made my practice ramp out of. Doesn't look as good on its side as it did before. And there's these wood planks. I kind of like that, but I think that's gonna get repetitious. I did want to make it out of blocks anyway, just like the example ramp. So maybe I will go with like a metal. Maybe a metal or two. Hang on, let me get rid of this. It doesn't need to be at an angle anymore. Oop, not that. Nose, stop itching. So yeah, let's go with taxi metal. I think that'd look cool. So what I want to do is... if I change this to a small grid. Actually, I could have resized it first, but anyway. Okay, that's... so 4 blocks. 5, 6, 7, 8. This felt like 8 blocks high. It was maybe a good size for this. And then... the song is a little loud. Or Or feels loud to me. Okay. So I think the example ramp is at 4, 5, 6. It's at an angle that I don't know how to replicate. Or I can't replicate on the grid anyway. So let me see if I pull it out. And I'll shrink it because that won't change its angle. Oops! Did I just smashed that through my material. Yeah, that is way steeper. That I don't want to go on that steep. That's probably gonna ruin my vehicles. Gonna make them have a bad time. I think I will just get as close as I can to this example ramp here. Oh wait, what? Oh, there we go. That looks correct. Wait. Nope, I think I see the deviation. Hang on, let me go to front view here. Is there? Well, whatever. It is fine. Or not no grid. Get off of front view. Alright. Thank you for your service. Go back to being one layer thick. Would be nice if I could make it thickness, but I don't know how to do that glitch, and I do not currently have it as an available material, so can't do it. Or I guess object, not material. Okay, so let me copy down, paste, so I can get a nice view of the angle, and then. So here's how I did the curves. Let me pull that material back out. Isn't it? Is a shortcut in favor? No. Okay. I thought there might have been like a category of like currently used materials. I'm down to wood. Metal. There it is. Wait, this is a metal? I thought it was a stone. That's interesting. And this I thought was wood. Anyway, so make it a curve. So what I did was I took a semicircle. And let me make it flat so I can like... So I don't get in the way of my own material here. So I basically just sized this until it seemed about right. Yeah, that should be good. Actually, wait. I don't know that I don't think that's right. Hang on. Something like that, maybe? Let me switch this as a material that isn't beveled. This is a little distracting. I'm trying to figure out how I did this then. How did I... Like, I had it a more uniform thickness before. Maybe I should have saved my example ramp. I don't know. My practice ramp. But this was how I did it. I took a semicircle and I lined up one of the edges, so it looked like if I cut it off there, it would wood as I pull out the wood, that it would connect. Where does that material end? Is it there? Let me change this to wood so I know where the end point is. Okay, now it's not lining up at all. What do you... Let me try again. Maybe it was just an illusion and it never lined up at all. So I feel like that's what I did. And then I cut off, let's say, there. Ugh, that does not look good. I can go away. There. But I swear the endpoint ramped up more. See, I'm trying to make sure it's a smooth curve, which I don't think the other ramp does. It's weird hearing the song in full, like in my headphones and not like as part of Little Big Planet without the lyrics. Because usually when I listen to it, I have the lyrics. No, wait. Okay, I want to turn grid off. If I remember how to do that. Try to smooth out this slope here. I also got to keep in mind the fact that it's going to be resized, so maybe I shouldn't even worry about it being, you know, having those what do you whatever you call it, you know, the surface where I don't even know the words, just, you know, like this ramp. How you got the main body is the lattice, but then you have the regular wood covering the surface that you go along. Yeah, I really don't like how this piece came out. Take 3. Okay, turn the grid back on. But, oh. That is not a thin material. I made... Oh, okay. It's fine. Easy fix. Where did I cut it to? There. And then... I can do it after I make it curved. Don't know this song. Wait, if I... Oh, hang on. Pull out a square. What? Am I not... What? Oh, my ramp piece over here is still messed up. I thought I whatever. There. Make you thin. There, so that should be lining up. I don't know if I think it's going a little too steep for a moment. It should be fine. In fact, maybe I won't correct the, hang on, I actually want to keep it like that. If I over like that. That. Yeah, you stay there. I'll move this. It's like that. But then I'll make you out of, I feel like metal would actually get kind of noisy, so maybe I'll do golden wood, or... Now, what would look snazzy against this? Maybe mahogany? I guess you don't exactly see taxi metal up against wood very often in real life. No, it's not as good as the ramp I made before. I swear the one I made before was excellent. It's like look at this. Like look, you could see. Like this piece is thinner. Maybe what I can do, I could manually move this. That should soften out that curve. Or possibly make it more harsh, I can't tell. Oh, wait, no, oh, wherever you were before, you were fine. We could put, like, right there. That looks decent. In fact, let me just soften out the curves now. Just gonna wait till I enlarge it, because then there'll be a bigger problem then, but... maybe it won't actually matter. Maybe I don't want this part up here. It's like, you know, when you go off a ramp, you don't want too much up, because that's wasting your forward momentum. So I think I will just... should still be on the thin layer, right? So it's cutting off more of that than I want. It'll be fine. I know I started that one piece over because it came out exactly like this, but whatever. There we go. That feels like a thickness I can accept. I don't really like how this is joining up, though. There we go. Oh, yeah, right. That's how I had that end. Right. That was how... I had a squared end on my last ramp. I still think it was higher, but it's like, oh, yeah, now I'm remembering. Because I think my slope was... This is still way too big. I think my slope ended at a higher point. The example ramp. Oh, it still does. Okay, I can work with that. I can live with it. Okay, did that? Yeah, okay. And actually, we want it to be 3 layers thick, so we have all 3 layers to play with. Excuse me. I mean, that also doesn't account for the front thin layer and the back thin layer. But I don't anticipate on using those. And if I end up changing my mind on that, then I can fix it later. You know, Now, I was gonna say, instead of enlarging this, how about I just keep duplicating pieces until it's as big as I like? No, I do want this part getting bigger too. Like this is like that. If you run a vehicle down and you hit this, you're just gonna smash the front of your vehicle against this. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work out. I cry into the wind because it won't work out. I don't know what material I'm looking for. Don't even know what I'm doing. Actually, how about I pull out the metal. And I don't actually need that much of it because this is going to be the bottom of the ramp, so ideally it's low. I guess it doesn't matter if it's 3 layers thick. It could be the same. Make these thick before I forget. There. Yeah. If I want it to be like a continuation of these pieces, where does that end? Let me make this thin so I can do it with the piece itself and I don't risk. Man, I forgot that there was create mode things that, like, not just like tools and stuff, but actually like how the pop cursor works is different in Little Big Planet 2. I can't multi-select like I can in Little Big Planet 2, nor can I hide objects so that I can work behind them. But that's fine, I'll just do that. And I can move this there. Make a new point. Yeah, there. Should automatically delete there. Okay. Ramp is finally done. Oh, it's not the same size as these pieces. Maybe I do want it to be. So that should just be 8, right? So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is going to be huge when I resize it, though. Yeah, I don't want to go that big. Oh, yeah, and the top. Well, I don't even know how many blocks high I want to make it. Yeah, let's go with it. Okay, so now these pieces should all be the same. Go to front view so I can line up the edges right. So we're at 4 of these. And we're at 6. 6 should be enough. That should be plenty. I'm gonna make it bigger. Oh yeah, that's already huge right now. I mean, maybe not huge, but you know, this is still pretty big. Okay, so to make the top, I'm gonna take this, and I basically just flip it and then cut the end off. And cut it in half. Yeah, seeing it upside down, it really shows me how imperfectly round it is. Like, it is definitely asymmetrical. It really is true. Like, once you mirror the thing you've drawn, it suddenly looks like the worst thing ever. Actually, I might even want to make that. Try to improve it up here on this end. It's gonna delete that, but you know what? Let's hide you on the front layer for a moment. You could go back to being thick. Actually, no, you should be thin too. Put you on the front. Oop, oop, oop. Close my poppet. Did not mean to do that. Take this. Now cut this there. I think I will fix it a little bit before I make the rest of this. Yeah, ultimately I think making a ramp like this does require turning off the grid every now and then. You can't make the whole thing in the grid. Hello, ski masking. I'm doing fine. How are you? Oh, I just... No idea really what I did. Well, I know what I did there. I moved the point around and it made all the other points disappear, but... Did not mean to do that. Wait, does that mean this point is higher than the grid? You come down. Should be fine. I'm trying to resist the urge to keep tweaking it to perfection, but it is bothering me. You're doing good? That's good. Surprised to see someone playing Little Big Planet. Yeah, I can't imagine there's a lot of people still playing it right now. Especially because the server's shut down. Let me... Yeah, turn that off. Yeah, you definitely need to turn the grid off when you want to make good curves. Alright, it's fine. Trying to resist tweaking it. And then I'll just make it go like that. Oh, a little too far. This looks better. Played the trilogy? Yep. And also the Vita one. Not the PSP one, though. Never had a PSP. Okay, so then what I want to do is take this, make it bigger than I want. Copy paste that. Shred the top off. And now this should just go right back to where it was. Not no grid. Plug this hole. Oh, it won't let me. Well, fine. Then I'll just... No, still won't let me. Okay. Can I even... No, I can't even shift it backwards layers. Oh well. Had to pick one to replay over and over. Which would it be? Little Big Planet 2 for you. Oh yeah, definitely 2 for me as well. Like 3 is good, but it's a little too much, I think. Like Little Big Planet 2 was like the perfect amount of like adding to what the original game was without overcomplicating things and keeping the original spirit of it. I feel like once you add... no grid, stop doing that. Front view, that's what I want. Like once you added... Once Little Big Planet 3 added the extra layers and new playable characters, it's like... It's straying a little too far from Little Big Planet for me. From the original vision of Little Big Planet 1. Okay, can I just like alternate these blocks then? I think maybe. I also think maybe I could be using the big grid, but we'll just keep doing this for now. I think also, like, Little Big Planet 3's themes didn't really stick with me. Whereas, like, I definitely really like the, like, Factory of Better Tomorrow in Little Big Planet 2. And like all the other themes are pretty cool too. Like the Da Vinci's place, the whatever the Victoria's laboratory. Like those are some really good themes. But I honestly don't remember any themes from Little Big Planet 3 except for the ziggurat. And that's because it's a funny word. Okay, is it all glued together now? Good. Game view, no grid. I don't have nearly enough land to resize this on. It'll be fine. Never got to finish Little Big Planet 3, but Little Big Planet 2 seems more memorable in characters and music too. So I actually don't know that I agree about the music, but it does have a good soundtrack. I can definitely name songs from Little Big Planet 2, which I can't do with Little Big Planet 3. Okay, so this is as big as it'll let me make it, so that's where it'll stay. And you can be there. Actually, can I put the grid back on? And then just make sure. I can't glue it. Okay. Oh yeah, that's plenty of surface. Top a launch pad basically to build something on, and then hit the ignition key and it'll roll off the hill. Oop. Oh. Oop. I didn't realize I was copying the entrance. Don't need two of those. How about I just pull the material back out and turn the big grid on? Actually, wait. There's a non-bevel version? Huh. Okay, let's go with that instead. I'll patch that hole. Turn big grid back on. I think it doesn't help Little Big Planet 3 that it came out when I was starting to have less time for games. I think I was in college by then, so I just wasn't sitting around playing video games all day anymore, and didn't really get to take the time to learn the new stuff. There we go, now it's gluing. Okay, finally, after 42 minutes, we have a ramp. I think I actually do want to save. Just in case. So let's take a test jump off of it. I mean, I don't know why test jump. Like, jumping off of this is the key. It's what we're going to be doing tonight. Let me turn the water level back off for now. So I'm thinking about how much that wood looks like metal, and maybe I should just make it metal. No, you know what? I think I know a wood that I do want it to be. What if I made it this? You know what? I kind of like that. Ooh, the pirates' music. Okay. So now we build something to jump off the ramp. Let's just build something basic for now. I will make a cardboard car, so it's nice and light. Can get some good air. But maybe I'll actually try to make it look good this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we can do 5, 6. But now I want to move the... Hang on. I want to move my sitting area, basically. Afford some... Maybe that's too much. Go back one. I'm not a perfectionist. You're a perfectionist. Shut up. Get some rubber wheels. Going to have to buy the Pirates of the Caribbean DLC for the water. Unless they change that later in the Little Big Planet's life cycle. I don't remember. I think you do need it. I think, like, the way they get you to buy all the DLC was to have something... to have a unique mechanic that you would unlock from it. And you couldn't use it unless you got that DLC. Which I think is fair. Because then they can make all the DLC levels based around said new gameplay mechanic. Now I feel like I made it too big. Whatever. I'm overthinking. Excuse me. Do I even want to pretend steering wheel? I don't know that I want a fake steering wheel that doesn't actually do anything. Wait, how? Oh yeah, that's more like it. Always new mechanics, especially in Little Big Planet 2. They really push that. Well, I mean, this game always had, like, as far as I know, all the DLC... Ooh, that was not glued down. All the DLC always had a new mechanic, because, like, at least off the top of my head that I can think of, that were, like story packs rather than just, like, you know, item packs or costume packs, was Pirates of the Caribbean and Metal Gear Solid. And both of those, you know, Pirates had water and Metal Gear had the Paintinator. And paint switches. The song that's playing is the longest song in the game. I also realized I angled the back, and that is gonna make it where I can't put rockets there. Why did you go down? The song almost makes me want to wait specifically for the music to kick. Sorry, I got jump scared by my headphones telling me my battery's low. And my phone also reiterating it. Yeah, I almost want to wait until the music kicks up before I jump off the ramp. But I'm not waiting. Copy was Game of the Year edition, and it came with it. It was available with the game. Thought it was available with the base game. You know, it's funny. My copy is also Game of the Year edition, I think. Oh, you're also not gridded. Fine. Is this song still playing? Oh, it paused because my headphones got disconnected. Because of my phone notification. Because it's still connected to my phone. Anytime I stop suddenly, mid-sentence, that's when my headphones are going battery low. Okay, headphones, please stop. I forgot to charge you, but please stop jump scaring me. Put the switch on, I guess. I probably should give myself something else to grab onto so I can, you know, stay in the vehicle but also not activate the rockets. Maybe I'll change the Change the material of the steering wheel. Polystyrene, yeah, that'll work. All basic materials. Is it all connected? Okay. I can keep the grid on. Doesn't matter. Okay. Whoop. Oh, no. Grab the front. Whoa! Let's pretend that didn't happen. Okay, so for this first proper jump, let's just roll off of it and see what happens. And we're hitting bumps. My ramp sucks. Okay. It's also the body hit. So let's just move that forward. It's fine. Why does the song sound slower now? Bromp. That is a really sad jump. But I want to mark it. I want to leave marks wherever I end up landing. Just to mark it. Marks to mark it. I'll put them at the center of me. Okay. Turn off the grid so we can move faster. Actually, what I can do, we can ride back up. Normally, I would just rewind and it'd put me back at the top, but since I'm making the markers, I can't do that. Woo! Bonk. Actually, let me put it way against here. Give myself the maximum here. And then boost! Oh, no! Too many gaps! No! Ah, okay. Let's not count that one. A little off topic from the Big Planet, but do you remember when PlayStation servers were shut down for about a week? They were compensated giving us free games. One of the options was Little Big Planet. I don't remember that. I don't think I ever got to pick a free game. Okay, hang on. Whoa! Okay, wherever it runs out of momentum, that's where the marker goes. Oh, hello, disheveled couch. Around late 2009 or early 2010. Yeah, I don't remember that. The only time I remember getting a free choice of game was actually, I don't fully remember it, but there was a time Nintendo gave away an option of one of 4 games for the Wii U at some point. I almost want to say as like an apology for buying a Wii U, but that's, you know, not right. Okay, let's try to build a better vehicle and ignore the fact that the ramp is the problem. I don't know how it turned out so bumpy. Like, I'm pretty sure the edges are aligned. Oh well. Oh, here's something. Here's something I want to do. Let's try making it out of glass. Like, I feel like a more neutral material like wood. Thank you, headphones. Thank you for constantly pestering me about being at low battery. I feel like a neutral material is better. You know, it gives more fair results. But glass can be fun. Of course, I'm going to have to turn it back to wood when I'm done jumping off, but let's see how far we can get with just a sheet of polystyrene. Hang on, I do want to grid this. Alright, let's go! I wish I could make facial expressions while in create mode! Ah! Maybe I'll just leave that there. That can just stay there. I also should, like... I feel like I should be noting what vehicle made it where? Maybe I'll just do different materials then. Each vehicle will be a different material. So I should make these out of cardboard then, because that's... We'll call them the cardboard card markers. I'm gonna enjoy this music while I can still hear it. It's only a matter of time till my headphones die. I don't think I can charge them while listening with them either, so I'll just have to go deaf for a bit. All right, you can go back to being wood. I want to see. Thank you, headphones. I want to see if maybe if I like try to merge them into one object, if that would help. I don't think the thermometer is going to like that, but we don't have to worry about the thermometer. The thermometer is not the boss of us. Huh? Am I not using the right wood? Did I leave a flat object? Nope, that's correct. Okay, let go of that. That is also correct. But there's space? Quirks of resizing it, I guess. Oh, I can see that gap. Should be this one, right? Three layers thick. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it does the thing. It's that problem of when you have a microscopic flaw in something, and then you blow it up. You expanded the size, and now suddenly that little problem is a big problem. And I can't delete these. I could do that, though. I don't get why it doesn't want to let me delete the points. Really makes me want to start the ramp over. Okay, let me try undoing, merging them as one material. Oh no! It's undoing every single one of my attempts at deleting. Well, time to see how long Little Big Planet's undo history is. Oh, wait. Oh, I can stop there. You know, the redo sound effect is a sound effect I rarely hear in this game. I just rarely redo something that I have undone. I can't move the point around, okay. I think that these these pieces, like, yes, there's a gap, but it's at least at the, like, from the top part going down, the top part going past the one that's going down. So it should still be smooth going down. I mean, it's clearly not, but it, you know, shouldn't be too much of a problem. Let's do the inverse of what we did before, kind of. I want a little more space than that. This almost feels like cheating, because it's like, well, it's just gonna skate forever once it lands. But where's it gonna land? In fact, I don't even think I'm gonna stay in it. Whoop! Oh, yep, there I go. Chase it! Chase it! Oh. Well, that was pathetic. I need a new ramp. I can't deal with this bad ramp. It's too rough. It doesn't work. So, quickest option is just there. Bye, ramp. I suppose, to be fair to my supposedly excellent, for, you know, the practice ramp I made before, which, just to be clear, you know, for anyone just joining, this, I didn't make this. I don't know where I got this from, but I made a practice ramp before to see if I could replicate it. And it's like, yeah, that wasn't too, wasn't too hard. And apparently it is. So let's just use this one that I have for some reason. I have never heard this song before. And soon enough, I won't be able to hear it anymore. Yeah, that should be about the same size as the ramp I made. Maybe a little higher. Problem is, now my distance markers are kind of invalid. But, you know what? Who cares? Because now I can just remember, like, oh yeah, the cardboard ones, that was with the bad ramp. Now we have good ramp. What song is this? What is... My Advice Part 1? What level pack does that come from? Or is that something you get from, like... I was gonna say getting 100%, but then I guess I should have it on this profile. It'll be on that layer. Kind of makes me think of, like, the Ordon Forest music in Twilight Princess. Okay. You know what? Hang on. Let me change what material this is made out of, because this is a really bright wood. It is catching a lot of light, and I don't like that. There. Now I'm not going blind looking at the top of the ramp. It also makes it look a little bit more sketchy. That's fun. Okay. And now we can ride our glass bubble down. You know, I do want something to grab onto. This basic polystyrene. I think it's funny how my headphones will, like, sometimes it'll like die immediately. It'll tell me battery low once, and then that's all the warning I get. And then sometimes, like tonight, it'll just be there for 20 minutes telling me, like, hey, battery low, battery low, battery low. Come on. Go. Almost. Almost. There we go. Oh. I guess this ramp isn't so perfect. Ah! That one I'm willing to blame on my vehicle. Quote unquote vehicle. So let's round this out. I thought that I could just take a sheet of glass and slide off the ramp, but apparently not. Oh, wait. What? Is this not on the grid? It's... Why is the semicircle not on the grid? That's weird. Okay. Plan B. Circle, circle. Now it's a bullet. It's a glass bullet that makes something get deleted when it lands for some reason. Don't know where that's coming from. Let me... Come on. There we go. Yeah, now it's... Whoop. Take a bumps like a champ. Try to swivel it so I don't land upside down, at least. Okay. Just in case something else comes down and smacks this out of the way, I want to remember where it landed originally. Is that on the back layer? Yeah. It did better than the first cardboard car? Huh. Let me leave a marker for this for the same reason. Never did that. So I forgot that I have a list of things I wanted to do with the ramp. First thing is cargo far. So I want to make some attempts at making a car that can go far. That can have a nice, good jump off of this ramp, and then carry that momentum and land somewhere cool. You know, somewhere nice and far. I guess my rocket car kind of was my best shot at that. Let's make it stylish this time. Let's not use basic materials. Wait, what? Hang on, wait. Oh, there's cardboard. I skipped it. Barley wood. Newspaper. I like how this looks like... It looks like metal, but it's cardboard. Heavy material. Are you cardboard then? Where's bombs? That's the true test. You're not cardboard. You're in the wrong category. Because, you know, in case you've never played this game before, allow me to demonstrate how cardboard is supposed to react to a bomb. I wasn't expecting it to cleanly take it away. It looked like it bounced off screen. Let me see that again. Wasn't as funny the second time. Yeah, I'm not trusting that counts as cardboard for as shiny as it is. I think that's in the wrong category. Let me use newspaper. I'm trying to figure out like a cool shape. I don't know, I kind of just want to do the rounded design again. Or I guess semi-rounded. Kind of looks like the front of a tractor. You know what? We'll go with that. It's a tractor. We're gonna jump a tractor off of here. Watch me flip this thing, and then this is gonna become the front wheel. The shape should be fine. But I do need a seat. And the seat can be made out of sponge. Yeah, it looks dumb. I don't like how that looks, but I'll keep it. I won't spend too much time trying to make this look fancy. Oh, but I do need something to grab onto that's not the actual... That's not the seat. In fact, if anything, I should make the steering wheel the part that activates the rockets. And the part I hang on to is the big old seat that's going to be easier to grab. Oh, suddenly Metal Gear Solid. Let's try 3 rockets this time. Okay. Forgot it works like that. Hey, there we go. I think they're not lined up. That's fine. They're hidden behind the gigantic wheel anyway. I don't really care. There, okay. Tractor set up. Hang on, wait. I just realized I put the switch opposite of where I said I wanted to put it. No, not the seat. Yeah, that's a nice roll. Barely beat the original cardboard car. Hi, bullet. Okay, no, let me do a good jump. This is like the 20th time my headphones have told me battery low. Whoop, okay. So a problem with this, you gotta boost, but you gotta let go before you hit the, okay. Holding rockets while it's in the air, I feel like is cheating. Where'd it go? I wanna be riding you when you go. Nope. Okay. I'll count that. This will be the distance jump. Oh, they rolled out the red carpet. We did it. We achieved wall. I'll just leave that there. And I'll make a second one. But also, you know what? Maybe that's a bad idea. Which is why I should totally do it. No, wait. Hang on. You know, I'll just put on, let's put some new ones on. Put them on the bottom. What could possibly go wrong? The wheels won't work, I'm sure, but it'll probably fly. Whoa, okay, no, it's gonna spiral. Hang on. Maybe I can steer it with my weight. Whoa, oh, we had some... Oh. Okay, now it's gonna go backwards. change its size. Okay, let's not do that. Okay, so that's it for task 1, cargo far. Next is cargo fly. I guess I do still want to do that off the ramp. I don't want to just making a flying vehicle. So when my Let's Play, when I was screwing around in create mode for the final video, I made a car that had, like, balloons taped to it, or strapped to it. I don't know if I want to do that again, because that's, you know, just rehashing content. But I still wanted to go down the ramp, and then off the ramp, and then I want to say glide. It's not really a thing in this game. There aren't really flight physics. There's just momentum that'll carry you. And it depends on your weight. Which is the tricky thing for if I want to jump off the ramp. Because if I want to go down the ramp, I need weight. But if I want to go flying when I'm off the ramp, I need to be light. Which is why I made it out of cardboard. Although, it's almost break time, but let me experiment with this. No, that's not too far. Excuse me. I'll make it round on both sides. Why not? I'll just make this out of polystyrene. I don't like how sponge looks when it's this thin. I kind of forgot what I was doing. Which one does which? Floats where placed. So this, I think, could help me achieve my goal. This should make me glide. Possibly. It should make me lighter. And then if I just attach maybe rubber wheels, maybe they won't be too heavy to carry me off the ramp. Can I bolt you there? Would that work? I don't know. I don't even know what the shape is. But I know what this song is. That is Corn Man. I will do one rocket, because I'm pretty sure they have weight. Probably. No, I want to put it in the... Hang on. I gotta cut a hole. Put it inside the vehicle. Well, there goes my headphones. They just died. It's okay. I'll charge them when I'm on break. It's only a few minutes to charge, but maybe it'll make the difference. Okay, as big as you can go. There. It's a little tricky to grab, but you know what? I'll take that over being too easy to grab. Okay. So get a good momentum off the ramp, and then... It didn't do better than the bullet? Okay, what if... Good speed down the ramp. Oh, don't bump. Okay, well, it's rolling. Are we going to achieve wall? Well, I guess it doesn't matter because we're not going for distance. I want it to fly. So really, I should mark it where it lands. Let me do that one more time and do exactly that. And that'll be our flight. And then we can just move on to the other things. Oh, come on. Nope, still barely better than the bullet. Get a good rocket off the ramp. Roughly there. That's about as good as I can time that. No, wait. Mark you with Peach Floaty. About there should be good. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and delete these vehicles because the next thing is gonna need them to be gone. Actually, I'm not even sure. I'm gonna pull off the last thing. I guess that'll be the challenge. So I won't know. But, you know, that can stay there. It's the record winner. It made it all the way to the wall. It can stay there and enjoy it. But these pieces of junk, they can go. I forgot holding X doesn't make you go faster when you got the cursor out. There. So then I'm gonna go on break. And when we come back, something different. I'll say it, why not? So I did charge my headphones, and amazingly, they went from dead to 60% while charging on break. That was like, what, 5-10 minutes of charging? Not gonna lie, I'm kind of impressed. Alright, let me get the music back on. I started the song over, just so it wouldn't just suddenly start up again wherever it was. So I had an idea. So let me revisit the idea of getting the car to fly after it goes off the ramp. Let's do staging, like a rocket. So what I want to do is, let me find a nice heavy material. You know what? Flame motif metal, sure. I will do this. I don't know why I'm doing it like that. It could just be that. Not even gonna pay attention to how long it is, like how many grid squares that is. It's fine. This, however, I will pay attention to. It's big wheels, so nice heavy base. Actually, that should be like that. Excuse me, because it's three tall. Bolts. Hang on. I think I accidentally resized it. I want them to be the same size. I still can't believe that having these visible in play mode was DLC. Free DLC, granted. But this toggle option was not in the base game. I can't believe that. Okay. So, you may be wondering, how am I gonna get this heavy thing to fly? I'm not. That's the secret. We make the heavy base that'll give us nice momentum off the ramp. And then a peach floaty center of operations, a nice peach floaty seat. I'm gonna do wider than that. I'll go there. In fact, maybe I'll seal myself inside. No, taller than that. So I can't fall out. And then... Actually, I feel like it's cheating to make the whole thing out of peach floaty. Let me make some cardboard. We do... We'll make it look good. Nothing really goes with the flames, so... Newspaper, I guess. Make the back out of that. That should be enough to weigh it down, so it doesn't just stay indefinitely where it is. I'll put more towards the back. And then... Actually, wait, no. It'll be fine. I was like, oh, I need something else to grab onto. It will be fine. Dissolving material. See, now I feel like this is where people who have played this game before know where this is going. Not that, like, saying, oh, I'm gonna do it in stages. Not like that, didn't also give it away. You know, I wanted it to be, like, up here. But gravity is just gonna bring it down here, so... I can't really do that. You know what? That makes me... That gives me an idea of something I want to try. That is completely unrelated to the ramp. Tensegrity. Does that work in Little Big Planet? Okay, I can't stand this big peach thing here. Let me grab a sticker. There. And then we put on a grab switch. That when we grab it, these... Did I do... Are those pistons or ropes? Rods. I meant to do string. Ooh, it's Atlas by Battles. Or Battles by Atlas. I can never remember which it is. Okay, I gotta get this at the end of the ramp so it'll start rolling off on its own. Oh. I guess I have to grab it like this. There we go. Get in. And then we go. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah! And then, whoop! Yes! It's kind of flying. I mean, it's stopping. I didn't do better than the cardboard car. I thought staging was such an idea. Aww. Also, I think the heavy part wheeled over here and, yep, smashed into... It smashed into the tractor. The tractor's fine. It's the heavy part that broke. Isn't that interesting? Well, that part can stay there. I'm gonna delete the stage, the part that I thought was gonna fly. Actually, additional idea. Rocket. Let me front view. That should be fine. And then the rocket also adds additional weight to pull the floaty down. Okay. I feel like this is gonna... Also, I just remembered a thing I can do, which I was thinking about when I was making the ramp. Like, the practice ramp. And I haven't done it yet. I could put a camera down. And then make the camera... Can I zoom? Just make the camera cool. Okay. I want to pump the rocket, but I can't. That'll make my peach floaty go away. Okay, nope, don't. I'm not allowed to press it when it's going up. That's cheating. Yeah, we smacked into the wall. Is the heavy part going to catch up? There it is. Haha. Okay, but now I want to, like... Let's fly back. Man, this is a weirdly effective rocket. I guess, to be fair, it's made of peach floaty, so it's really only weighed down by the cardboard. Oh, we're back. It's like that game. I want to say jetpack, but that's not it. Lunar lander? Where you gotta land the lunar lander and not smash into the surface. I come in peace. Okay, so now for part 2, or I guess, hang on, what's the next? Okay, so we did go far and we did fly. Now I want a boat, which is why I made the water level. Where's that at? I think I did 2 ticks before. Yeah, there we go. Sploosh. And you know what? Just a little bit of waves. Just a little bit. So basically, I just want to go down the ramp and then land in the water. And not drown. That's the key detail. do it and then not drown. Which is what, this is what gave me the staging idea. Because I can basically just make a trailer for my boat. I should make the boat first, actually. So I need a material that's gonna float. Which would be like cardboard or sponge or wood. Basically anything that is not metal or stone. I think glass floats. Let's do a nice dark wood boat. Or wait, what is this? Leather and beaded wood. Let me do this frame carve. Yeah, do dark wood. I think a boat is actually, like, its front is more shaped like this. So let's use that. If I can get, yeah, there we go. Get that to line up with the grid. I feel like that's maybe not a sharp enough point. Yeah, that looks boat-y. Clean out a nice, whatever you call the inside of boat. I need a dashboard. Just make it out of polystyrene. That's a grabbable material that doesn't bevel. If I do that, yeah, that should be the right shape. And then we shape it. There, nice boat console. Actually, maybe I'll angle that. That really looks like the controls of a boat. Actually, I think I went a little farther in there than I wanted to. Maybe like there. That should be good. Although, hang on. Let's do like, oh, excuse me. Let's do like that. And then bring back the wood with a square. There we go. And the seat. I don't know why I keep making seats out of sponge when I keep saying I don't like how the sponge looks. Alright, so the idea... well, I do need a motor. I guess I gotta make something that'll be the... Because we're gonna use rockets. Rockets are like the main propulsion thing. I mean, like, you have, like, the motor bolts. Or, sprung bolt? I thought it was spring bolt. Motor bolt. Yeah, so that just makes things rotate and they just keep going. But you have that and then you have rockets. I want rockets. You know what? I'll just strap a rocket to the back. It's fine. I don't have to make it look nice. You know, I do kind of want to, like, let me take the front of the boat here. And just, like... That's a little too much. Just, like that. Like, you know what I'm going for there? You know how the curve to it? Wait, does it go downward or does it go upward? Is it like more like that? No, I think like that was better. Also, you know what? If I might as well, if I'm going for a decoration. Oh, I don't have white glass. Just give it a windshield. I'm not even gonna grid this. Just do like that. Just angle it. I don't really like how that looks. Couldn't remember what tool I was using. Like, did I pick the right one? Yeah, there we go. That's a windshield. Maybe a little more curvature. Yeah, that's a boat. So then I just need a trailer. And it doesn't even have to look good. Because it's just to carry me down the ramp. And then it could sink to the bottom of the ocean for all I care. And let me make sure I don't accidentally build it into the boat. Yeah, there we go. That's all I need. Give it some wheels. I'll do big wheels. Just make sure we get off that ramp. Excuse me. Oh, wait, don't forget the grab switch to power it. Oh, I forgot they have boost powers. Different boost strength. Oh well. I'll just leave it at what it's default to. I was just wondering, like, wait, does default to on? Like, if I don't hook it up to anything, does it just go? I don't remember. All right, boat time. Okay, got a little soggy, but that's fine. Taking on some water, that's fine. I didn't make it a particularly big boat. Yeah, I would like the top to not be sinking. It's fine. It gets me across the water. I call that mission accomplished. We've achieved boat. Just checking that off of the list here. I also completely forgot that I wanted to jump other stuff off the ramp. Like, not just stuff I made, but, like, take some pre-built stuff and see how far it goes. Let me get rid of the water real quick. And the boat can stay there. It's fine. Because if we crash into anything else on the way down, that's just comedy. Alright, let's see. There should be a vehicles category. Vehicles, yeah. So obviously there's the skateboard, which I'm pretty sure this ramp comes from the level with the skateboard in it. Skate to victory. Woo! Didn't even beat Peach Floaty. But, okay. I'm gonna delete that because it's just gonna float to the top when I bring the water back. Beat the glass bullet at least. I probably should have marked where that landed. Like, What's the point in jumping more stuff off the ramp if I'm not continuing to mark where they land? Nah, that's not gonna work. But the minecart still just makes me think of Donkey Kong Bonanza, and I really want to play it, but it's not out yet. It's like 2 months away. Oh, okay. I didn't think anything was gonna do worse than the sheet of polystyrene on the glass ramp. We have found a new worst job. And that is really well put together, though. Look at that. Look at the craftsmanship on that. Let me turn my head towards it. Look at the craftsmanship. Look, the wheels are thin, but they work. They're just big enough, you know? That's kind of impressive. And then look at these clean angles in here, where you got the polystyrene that you can grab onto. Man, that's a good minecart. I like how a minecart is it's basically just a bucket on wheels, because that's all it needed to be. And then we got other variants of minecarts. Empty minecart. Oh, that one's made of wood. Okay, we can try wood, see how far wood goes. I can grab the bottom apparently. Oh! We did it. We achieved worse than the previous minecart. I can't keep that there. That's not staying there. Actually, I want to see, maybe if I stay in the back, maybe I can keep it from flipping. Nope. If anything, I made it flip sooner. One more try. Don't. Okay, no, stay. Ah. The screeching of polystyrene. Actually, I think here in America we call it styrofoam, but it could be two different materials. I don't know. I'm going off of how this is polystyrene packaging, and just I would call that styrofoam packaging. But I'm calling it what the game calls it. So actually no. Should I go back to the vehicles page, not the materials? I like that the pinwheel it counts as a wheel. Oh, here we go. Monster truck. Can I even get this to go? Does this even is it even built with a go function? It is, okay. A very slow go. If you're keeping track, this just did worse than the minecart. Than the wood minecart. I don't know how, but it did. Okay, but what I can do... Tightness... I think if I turn that down, I don't think I want to turn it down too much, but I think if I turn it down, that should allow it to roll on its own. Yeah. Ooh, I can feel it, like, not enjoying its parts rubbed together. Ah! It's like the wheels are made of two different materials, and it doesn't like that. It's like the metal part that's in the inside is trying to get outside the rubber, but, you know, physics doesn't let that happen. So it kind of just smacks together as you go. Also, this is to help you get in. Oh. Motor bolts are too loose. I might as well have just made them regular bolts. Okay, so that was disappointing. Let's go all the way to the bottom again. So that's the tank from Metal Gear Solid. That's not a... You can't ride that. That's not a vehicle. That doesn't count. Oh, but here's a... I don't know where this came from. This is called a jumping tank. It has 2 grab switches on it for some reason, and... Or this part here has 2 grab switches for some reason, and one of them isn't even connected. I don't know where this shows up in that level pack, or the level theme. But this exists. And it does indeed jump. And it's cool. It's cool that it does that. Yeah. Okay, it tried its best. Oh, it's stuck on my marker. Yeah, okay, so I'm trying to figure out how this works. I see that its wheels are connected to sprung bolts, not spring bolts, apparently. And it activates rockets when you press the grab. Grab the switch. I think it really is just the rockets. I think that's all that does. And then the sprung bolts make it seem like there's more action to it than there is. This is where it would be handy to be able to hide stuff. You know, temporarily hide stuff. What the heck? That's not how that song goes. I mean, it's the melody, but it's only one instrument. What? There you go. What's up with that? Yeah, you can't dismantle it. You can only delete. So I can't see how they position their rockets or anything if I wanted to duplicate that. Oh well. What is this version of the song? What? Is this really how Little Big Planet plays it? Okay, we gotta go off the jump with Uncle Jalapeno. Problem is, I think this is just gonna have the same problem the monster truck had. I can't pull this back while going down the ramp, but I need to. Help me, Uncle Jalapeno! Ow. It's weird. It's presenting the song like it's one of the interactive musics, but it's not. Like, I can show you. It's the... Playing twice now. See, it's just regular music. This is the interactive music that you can interact with. I just want to look at this again. Jumping tank. Multiplayer mechanical tank from the Wilderness theme. Oh! That's why I don't remember it. It's in the multiplayer sections. One of them. Rocket Dog with sled. Sure, this should work out. Go, dog, go! Not bad. Well, actually, it was about the same distance as the skateboard, but man, look at him go! We're still sliding. We didn't hit anything. Good dog. We're gonna go all the way to the bottom again. What is this song? I don't remember this one either. It's a dude's wheels. That's probably just gonna go down the same as Uncle Jalapenos. Roller skate. Can I grab it like the skateboard? I cannot. Let's go down on it anyway. Ride the wave. Let's play it dangerously. Ow! I don't know what I expected. I almost wonder if some of this music is from, like, the PSP version? I don't know if the PSP Little Big Planet is its own game or, like, a remake of Little Big Planet 1. I would assume it's its own game, but I don't know. Never had a PSP. I just thought the PSP was cool. Just never had one. Gotta do the motorcycle. What level was this even in? Probably the Metropolis. Ow. Go! I'm seeing a pattern here. It seems like everything either lands from here or... It's a bigger range than I thought. Or here. I was hoping there would be a little bit more diversity. Okay, I gotta see what level pack that, what theme that comes from. Metropolis. Yeah, I don't remember that. Maybe that's another multiplayer thing. Okay, we got more cars, more minecarts, stuff we can't ride, stuff that doesn't really go off of ramps. And then we got the subway train. I want to jump. I almost jumped this off of my test ramp, and I knew I should have. I had to save it. So here we go. Excuse me. Oh, look, it's full of people. And I fell off. Perfect music for this. I can't see ahead of me, but that, oh, there it goes. We're gonna do it. We're gonna jump. Yeah. Yeah, that's about how I expected that going. See, look, there's little people inside. That's cool. I don't even know how they did that. Oh, okay, I think I see. So, this part, it looks like it's more window. It's not. It's glass. Or, it's not glass. It is not. This is the glass. This is... It looks like wood. I don't know why that would be wood, but it seems to be wood. I think these front parts might be cardboard. And then, so they're stickered onto a part that makes it look like it's more glass, but it's not. They might have even just dotted black stickers along the same size of panel as this. And then they stuck the people on to make it look like... I can demonstrate. I can recreate this. So if I'm saying it's made of wood, let's do wood. So it's like that. I'll only do a short one. I won't actually do like the long version. And then they kind of do it like that. And then what they did was they stickered it. Maybe not that yellow? Okay, not that yellow. Probably another sticker from the Metropolis. I mean... it's down here. Islands, Metropolis. Okay, it's not... it's not that. Okay, maybe they did a trick? No. All right, well, I'll stick with that sticker. And then they... so let's, it's gonna be tricky to, like, try to make a grid sized without actually having the grid. Oh, no, I get, wait, maybe if I do... I could do, yeah, that should work. So they did like that. Okay, not on me. Not on me. Not me. Okay, that's not quite right, but it demonstrates the point. The cameras stay like... okay, yeah, it stays. Why'd that shrink? What? That's weird. Let me get myself out of the way here. Close enough. So then what they did... I'm going to skip the part where they... actually, no, never mind. I was going to say I'll skip the part where they make the flat panel. Let's just do that. Because I don't think the fact that it's possibly made out of cardboard really matters. So they did that. Actually, let me get this out of the way for a second. And then they put the people in. Not a zebra. Hey, look, it's me. Kind of. Not really. Glue those down. I don't know what kind of glass they use, but... yeah, so mine is not the same size. I'm making... yeah, that kind of works. See, that's what they did. It's smart. Metropolis music. Now that I'm getting rid of the train. Okay, so I've done cargo far, car fly, car become boat. I feel like I could do boat better. Like maybe I could make it where it has retractable wheels, but that would probably be way easier in Little Big Planet 2. So I'm going to say no to that for now. Last thing, I don't really know how I'm going to achieve this. Car becomes submarine. Let me bring the water back. It's still doing waves. I really can't notice the waves. Like when I was on there with the boat, I didn't notice. And actually, if I'm going to be a submarine, I'm probably still not going to notice. So this has two problems. One, how am I going to control it? And 2, how is it going to be light enough that it can float, but heavy enough that it submerges? So I think I should test the buoyancy of materials here. I don't know, polystyrene is going to do differently, but we'll do it anyway. So metal and stone are for sure going to sink, so I'm not even going to bother. Yeah, it bothers me that I didn't place it on the same layer. Nope, not there. And glass. Okay. So wood, rubber, and glass pretty much all have roughly the same buoyancy. Ooh. Yeah, that sinks if you nudge it, so... Man, look at how buoyant cardboard is. And I guess polystyrene is the same buoyancy? Look at that. That is... It's practically standing on the water. It's like it's Jesus. I like how ice-like glass floats. It's like an ice cube. Okay. Yeah, I guess we could make it out of wood. This practically isn't even a jumping off of the ramp project anymore. Now it's a I won a submarine project. I think maybe I can... So I want to make myself a box. And this is basically just going to be my control panel. That's a really small box. I guess it kind of has to be. Oh, right, it's on the front layer. I can't just jump on in. There we go. I could almost pull it under. Okay. I'm trying to think, where do I want to put whatever is going to power this? Which is it's going to be rockets. Spoiler alert, this is rockets. Because that's how you propel underwater. Now that I think about it, I could probably just put a rocket on each side. I was originally going to have... I wanted to do a thing that makes the rocket rotate. But that would not be efficient for, you know, proper submarine travel. I was going to try it anyway. But... If I just do this, then I can just move in any direction. Okay, I really need those to not... Excuse me, not overlap. Scooch over for a moment. Actually, I didn't need that to move. Because I didn't need to grab this to move this so I could grab that. I could have just grabbed it. Actually, these should be wired oppositely. So this should be that one. Because I'm going to be pressing the thumbstick to grab these parts. So it should be set up that I can point the thumbstick in the direction I want to move. So, hang on, I do need to buy that one first. So I should be grabbing the thing on the opposite end of the thruster. Oh, that's not even strong enough. It's kind of strong enough. Oh yeah, I need air. Oops. That's an easy fix. Actually, I can set this up to help take away some of my buoyancy. I assume stone is less heavy than metal. So that should help me get a little heavier, but not totally sink my ship. And I can put that there. And that should prevent me from drowning. Yeah. Oh yeah, it still floats. But now it's a little less floaty because of the stone, I assume. Should be how it works. Yeah, this is working a little better. I could almost rotate it on purpose. But see, that's the problem, is when I let go, then it's just gonna surface. And now it's rotated. I think I actually have been confusing the inputs. I think I am thinking with, like, I want to turn on this thruster, and then it's the opposite one. Okay, I guess what I can do is I can try to make this heavier. No, not metal. Let's not go that extreme just yet. So that's a little bit heavier. Get in there. It still floats, but you can see it's kind of struggling. But I don't think it's enough to fully sink it, and that's the problem. Well, it's not. It's not enough. It's still floating. You can see that if you observe it with your eyes. That's still not enough. I'm a little surprised that's still not enough. Okay, I wonder, does it matter how thick this is? It won't let me glue to it. Oh, it's because I was standing. It does. Oh, but you can kind of see it's not that heavy. Okay. Yeah, that works. Look at me go. These should definitely be higher powered. I should boost those. Let's put about max. Why not? So then we sink. And then go! Ooh! That is some oomph. Dolphin jump! Woo! You know what that part of the song makes me think of? You ever get like a not a bendy straw, but a straw that's flexible, that's kind of like a thicker plastic, and then you spin it, like you just wave it around and it whistles? That's what that sounds like. Whee! And they're down! I should pretty much just make the water deeper. In fact, that gives me an idea for one more vehicle, I don't want to say challenge, but kind of challenge. Oh, I can get to the top. Whoa! I did it. And then back down. I don't know if that's helping. Okay. That's enough of that. So let me stay on track with this first before I go and do another idea. I'm honestly surprised I'm still live right now. I thought it would have run out of ideas by now. But don't worry. Next time, I don't have ideas. I have just the one thing I want to do, and then everything else is set up. Which, honestly, may be enough on its own. Okay, so like I was thinking before, staging. Yeah, I could just make a rock pocket, basically. Excuse me. So just like, make it out of this first. Let's do that. Rock pocket. Like a stone pocket. It doesn't want to nest. Okay, fine. Are the metal wheels, because we can. Small metal wheels. It worked out for the minecart. Okay, so that when I hit play, it should just pocket right on in. Ah! Splash. Not how I wanted that to go. But hey, I'm surprised at how well the submarine actually works when it's in the water. It's kind of fun. I'm gonna go find the tractor. Are you still sunk? No, where is it? Oh, it's over there. Whee! Yeah, you can't even really notice the waves when you're in the water. I can kind of see them now. I guess it would help if my vehicle was buoyant. But boy, it ain't. Ow. Whoa. Pretty much if I just do whatever rocket is on the bottom, that works. That's not how I wanted to get up here. I wanted to lunar lander. Come on. Come on. No. Yeah, okay. I don't think I'm winning this battle. Ouch. Don't. There's my rock pocket again. I don't want to keep trying to get up there though. Ouch. Don't. Okay. There we go. That'll get me to the top. And then we lunar lander. Lunar lander. No, okay. Back down the ramp we go. Okay, so for the final idea, which was completely thought of on the spot. It always lags when we go through the music. Half submerged ramp. I guess that's more than that's not quite a half. It's like a little more than a third or something, or 2/5. Who cares about fractions? So yeah, I just want to jump something, or have something go down the ramp and submerge into the water. I was going to say smoosh. You don't really smoosh into water, but you know what I mean. Hit the water, keep going, and get a nice jump off the ramp. I basically want it to act like the water isn't even there. So I'm gonna pull out the, you know what? No, I was gonna do the flame motif metal. Let's do disco metal. Sounds like a music genre. And you know what? I've got, I was gonna say an idea for a design. Well, that doesn't really mean much. What? Whoa. I guess it's because I went into the tools bag. It was like, water? No. Why did that nudge? That was weird. It's now where I realize I can't do the cow catcher look I wanted to do because I'm going to have to strap the wheel to this. Because otherwise, the curves of the ramp will catch it. So I guess rather than this being a cow catcher, it's a curve catcher. That's what it really is. Now it looks like a tiny garbage truck. Okay, fine. It's a tiny garbage truck. And I will make its wheels out of this metal. Because I said so. The worst answer you could possibly give someone. Because I said so. It's basically no answer at all. Okay, but I need somewhere to sit. So I'm going to carve out the inside. Just a little bit. And... there. That's all it gets. I can't even get it to roll. There we go. Don't forget me. Go, 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 go. Ah. Okay, well, I think that proves that this idea, it just isn't gonna work. So... Yeah, no, I think I'll just end it there. That's good enough for me. So, thanks for watching. See you for more on Friday. We'll just do some more Little Big Planet create mode stuff. Bye.